Well, Origin 1 didn't go to plan, did it? No. Hey guys, Luke here, and I'm here to do a quick wrap-up of Origin Game 1. Obviously, Queensland beat New South Wales 18-14. It was a pretty decent game in my opinion, but just the result wasn't good. Now, like I said, this is just going to be a short wrap-up. Tomorrow, there will be a more in-depth wrap-up. I'm doing a video with NRL in my opinion, and Clarky's NRL column, so it should be a good one. Anyways, about the game. Congratulations, Queensland. Pretty much everything that I was worried about in yesterday's video where I talked about, the Queensland spirit and, the crowd getting behind them and just having more control over the game, it pretty much happened. Now, I think as you can tell by the scoreline at halftime, which was 8-0 to New South Wales, I think New South Wales had the better running of the play in the first half. Whether Queensland were in and amongst it, I mean, they blew a few tries. Will Chambers in particular got, I can't remember if he got thrown over the sideline. He definitely threw a few forward passes and that when they were making some line breaks down the New South Wales left-hand edge. Latrell Mitchell and Josh Adokar, they got exposed big time down that side. I'm going to say mainly Latrell Mitchell. You're adding Cody Walker as well. That left-hand edge just had no idea what to do. Thankfully, Adokar's speed really saved us a few times. So in yesterday's video, I talked about battles. I talked about the fullback battle, the halves battle, and the hooker battle. Now, we'll start off at fullback. I thought James Tedesco was best on ground, but Kalyn Ponga wasn't that far behind. Kalyn Ponga, very, very good. At different points, I was thinking, man, Kalyn Ponga hasn't really done too much, but in the second half he really stepped up. I mean, that really nice pass out to Gagai to set up his try, which essentially was the match winner in the end. But yeah, he did some really good stuff. His goal kicking was quite good as well, which is something that doesn't really get talked about with Kalyn Ponga, but I thought he was pretty good. Tedesco was just on fire though. Apart from that one time where he just dropped the ball randomly, no one even touched him in the second half when we were under pressure. I think that's when Ponga actually threw that pass out to Gagai and they scored. I think it was off the back of the Tedesco error, but apart from that, he was flawless really. It's a shame about the halves though. Halves didn't really do too much. Now, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to shit on Nathan Cleary too much. I'm more going to focus on Cody Walker. What I said I was worried about happening in terms of him in past finals games and stuff where he's gone missing, it pretty much happened for New South Wales as well. In my opinion, he was absolutely awful. He was just invisible out there. In fact, he was so bad he wasn't even out there the whole time. They bloody hooked him. They put Jack Whiten in at 5'8", and we all saw how that worked. Jack Whiten threw the intercept for Dane Gagai, the turning point in the match. Actually, that's not true. The turning point was Latrell Mitchell. Queensland, I don't know if I think they probably would have scored the little grubber into the in goal. Tedesco did come over and put in a massive hit, and even Latrell Mitchell as well. So there's no guarantees they would have scored, so no penalty try, but they probably would have scored. Well, at least there was definitely an opportunity for a try being scored. Latrell Mitchell obviously pulled the guy down as he was about to grab the ball, which constitutes a sin bin. So yeah, for 10 minutes, New South Wales found themselves down to 12 men. It seems to happen every game for us. The shitty thing is though, we actually handled it really well, defended very well, and then we even got on the front foot a little bit, and even when Jack Whiten got the ball, I thought we were a chance of scoring. If he threw a dummy and then got to Adokar, we probably would have scored. Instead, he threw it perfectly into the arms of Dane Gagai. Gagai races away and changes the game. Now, I realize I'm all over the shop for this video. I'm sort of just talking whatever comes to my mind. Let's talk about the Josh Morris try. I thought that was a pretty decent try. Once again, James Tedesco, we're talking about the fullback. He did really well. He just got on the outside. I can't remember who it was, maybe Munster. He just sort of skipped to the outside a little bit, got it to Josh Morris, and Josh Morris is a big body, and he powered his way over, scoring the opening try of the game. And at that point, we actually had a penalty goal as well. So we went up 8-0, and I was thinking, you beauty, New South Wales, we're on at this point. But Queensland, they just hung around. They waited for New South Wales to tire out, and they jumped on the opportunity. For Queensland, all their top players, they really stood up. You got your halves, your Cherry Evans, and Munster. They played very, very well. Ponga, obviously, we talked about him, very good. Ben Hunt at times is pretty good as well. But really, in my opinion, where the game was won was in the halves. Munster and Cherry Evans, they really didn't shy away, whereas Cleary was kind of doing a solo effort. Cody Walker, like I said, just invisible. I will say, though, Damien Cook absolutely dominated for New South Wales. He is so bloody good. His little darts out of dummy half, he is dangerous. He made a few line breaks as well. He's very, very good. Ben Hunt, on the other hand, I just touched on it before. He did a few good things, but his service out of dummy half was pretty sloppy at times. He also did some really good things as well, like that kick. I know it doesn't technically go down as a 40-20, but is essentially a 40-20, and he was just that extra little bit of help for Cherry Evans and Cameron Munster to direct the team around the field. Now, for me in Origin, especially when the scorelines are so close, it's hard for me to sit here and pinpoint a loss on particular players or pinpoint a win on particular players, but in this instance, I think you have to look at Latrell Mitchell. He was just awful. thought Cody Walker wasn't that good. And I think we have to talk about Brad Fittler's coaching. I thought his use of the bench was absolutely atrocious. First off, he played David Klemmer for like 52 minutes straight, and Klemmer was killing it, but he didn't bring him on again. I also think Jake Trbojevic, and I think it was Tyson Frizzell, only played like 40 odd minutes as well. So very, very weird in my opinion, especially for Jake Trbojevic. But yeah, just some of the tactics, they were bad. Now, Kevin Walters, I don't think he's that good of a coach, but he definitely outcoached Brad Fittler last night, that's for sure. And to be fair, he kind of did the obvious things. It wasn't like he did anything great, it's just Brad Fittler was so bad. But overall though, a 4-point loss at Suncorp isn't that bad. I mean, the scoreline might flatter New South Wales a little bit. We did have an opportunity at the end. I thought we were actually going to score with Latrell Mitchell. A big, brave tackle by Kalyn Ponga. Actually, he didn't even make the tackle, but he slowed him down enough for the rest of the defenders to come across and make the eventual tackle. But yeah, New South Wales, they weren't that far off. Queensland were pretty good as well. So I'm not like too concerned going into game 2. It's just the fact that game 3 is going to be at Suncorp as well. So that does scare me a little bit because the Queensland crowd really pumps up the Queensland team. The second game, it's at a neutral venue. I think it was in Western Australia somewhere like that. I think New South Wales can win that one. I think they probably will win that one. But game 3, definitely a big worry. Well, game 2 is a big worry as well. Obviously, lose that one and it's over and done with. So I don't know. I don't know what New South Wales should do. They need to make a few changes. I think they need to make some changes in the halves. But Adam Reynolds has gone down injured long term, I think. Luke Keary, I'm not sure if he's going to be ready for game 2. Who else do you pick? Anyway, guys, that's all I got to say about the game. Leave in the comment section below what were your thoughts on the game and who would you have given man of the match? For me, James Tedesco was the best player, but just because Queensland won, I'd probably give it to Kalyn Ponga. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you did happen to enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke on YT. My Facebook page is in the description below as well, so go ahead and give that a like. Also, add me on Snapchat, Mr. Luke on YT. Same as what's on the screen right now. So guys, game 1 over and done with. Hopefully game 2 is an exciting one. I'm hoping New South Wales win it. We can take it to a decider for game 3. I think that's best for everyone. Well, maybe not for Queensland, but in terms of footy entertainment, I think it's best for everybody. But will it happen? Who knows? Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.